What I know of life and natural laws, things that aren't here, like ghosts, don't leave footprints. But you haven't been here for a while. And you are still leaving your mark on all of us, aren't you?
Damn it, Dad, answer. Dad!
You can't second-guess yourself now. You set this in motion because you had nothing else. You had no one else to believe in. Not even yourself.
Okay, little dude. Nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be okay. You sure about that, Captain? You promise everything's going to be okay? You kids and cars are a bad mix, and we've been down this road before. You sure you want to do it again? Fairly good-sized for a foot. What do you say? Man or beast? Ghost or guest? You know, Helena said that she was here looking for something that wasn't here. But maybe she brought something with her and left it behind. Well, they're drying up fast, so logic dictates that whoever or whatever crawled out of the bay or the bathtub can't have gone too far. And I've still got a good shot at catching him. Or her. It. It's a mystery to be solved. Now, you loved a good mystery, didn't you? When you were whole and well. Or was it just that you loved Luke that much? You know, maybe that is the biggest mystery of all for me.
I was gone for less than 20 minutes, Ethan. I came home, and Dad and Aiden are gone. I have no idea if he took him, if he's drinking, if you know where he is. Just tell him to stay where he is and to call me.
You've reached Detective Lucky Spencer. This is a police emergency.
Oh, hi. I was wondering if your dad came by to see Aiden.
He tried fighting it, but you were too exhausted.
Either that or I wanted to go to sleep. It's a dream.
To escape?
Maybe it was the only way that my mind knew I could thank you.
For what?
For Aiden.
Well, that's sweet. But don't be thinking me just yet. There's still a long ways to go.
You. Haven't seen you in a while. What do you want? Well, you see, the funny thing about me is the more you ignore me, the more I tend to collect all your crap. Like a lint trap. All the shattered pieces you leave behind, all the dirty little secrets. And then eventually the crap overwhelms and there's a systems breakdown, and then guess what? You end up talking to yourself. Yeah, whatever. Look, I don't have time right now for any soul searching, so beat it. I got a sick kid here. What was Lucky thinking putting you in charge? He told me there wasn't even time to call an ambulance. Well, he doesn't see you the way I do. You're looking a little shaky, Captain. When was the last time you had a drink? Well, you ought to know. Oh, you're talking about that bottle of booze that was on the bar. I saw you crack open the top, but I didn't see you after that because I turned away. I tend to do that sometimes. Actually, I do it a lot. You look pale, pal. And it's not just because you've got the life of a kid in your hands, product of your own biology. Man, talk about coming into life drawing the short genetic straw. Oh, great. That's going to be my fault, too, now, huh? Whatever happens to this kid the rest of his life, however long or brief that may be, The good news is you've already passed the point on the road where you hit Jake. Of course, that was pretty close to the house. But it is, nevertheless, behind us, so to speak. So, you do get points for that. So, let me give you some points here. And ask, do you want to play another hand, or do you want to cash in? There's still time to turn around and go back. I don't know about the kid, though. Something nagging at the back of your brain? Something you're forgetting? What are you doing? Searching for something to drown you out. Something like blues. You know, this is not exactly a pleasure trip. You think it's a good idea to be splitting your concentration like that? Your reflexes aren't what they used to be, and your mind right now is not exactly a razor-sharp tool. We need all hands on deck here, Captain. The only thing splitting my concentration is you. Oh, wait. I think something is starting to come through the murky recesses. You're starting to remember something? What is it? Could it be that you have forgotten something really important? You know, you have sacrificed about a colony of brain cells to John Barleycorn, so if you search the ones that are left, what is it that you're going to find? Think about it. Think. Sounds like... Here, let me give you a hint. It's an anniversary. It was a very special day that changed everything. And... tick, 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 tick. Sorry, time's up. Thank you for playing. By the way, it hasn't been a year since you hit Jake, so that was not it. You think I don't know that? Although I can certainly understand why that would be on your mind right now. Your mind is quite a muddle there, Captain, and I understand why. All those blackouts, all those days spent in self-loathing, all that time you alternated between the bottle and the pleasures of the lovely Lupe, trying desperately to blot out all the ugly memories. Wait. Yes, I see something wading through the muck and the mire. That's it. You remember.
Why did you write me that letter?
Just a feeling I had.
Yeah, but how could you know any of it?
Well, we McKennas, we have a thing with death. Seeing it, trying to look past it. Fighting it's no use, but you can sneak by it for a little while.
Yeah, but everything that happened in the churchyard, I mean, putting your grandmother's rosary in St. Margaret's Well, seeing the words written out in stones.
You weren't the first.
But your letter said that I was going to get a message from you.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, it said that there would be one last message from someone I loved.
Oh, and you assumed that it'd be for me.
I didn't think there was going to be anything there, to be honest.
Well, I suppose if you still have doubts, I can carry on this conversation, spilling out words and cocktail nuts.
Sometimes I think it's just all in my head.
Head, heart, soul. It's all connected. And all connected to something bigger.
I used to believe that. And I wanted to. I guess maybe I needed to.
But you still do. Or you wouldn't be having this dream. It makes it easier for you to see everything without it being drowned out by your anger, your loss. The cynical voice in your head that wants to reduce it to something as simple as Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, this coming from the woman who led me to a churchyard populated by wee folk, watchers, and the people of the mounds.
It was the way of my ancestors and theirs. To try and answer the questions that people have been asking for centuries. The same questions that you're asking yourself now. I saw you fighting yourself so hard, you were bumping into walls. Maybe I wanted to spare you few bruises on that handsome face.
I should have been better to you.
Better than what?
To what you got.
I was there for a reason.
Yeah, but you died.
Also, for a reason.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the hell that could be.
You do. There's just so much I can tell you, Lucky. Some of this has to come from your mouth to God's ears.
Laura, it's my wedding anniversary. Weddings, anniversaries, both of them. Bullseye. Give the man a Cupid doll. Don't feel too badly about having forgotten, Captain. You've got a lot on your plate right now. Maybe Laura forgot. She'd never forget, but she'd forgive. She always did. Of course, she doesn't know everything. Lucky was wise, given the fragile state of her recovery, not to tell her that you had killed Jake. Anybody on the road that night could have hit Jake. So you keep telling me, telling yourself, telling everybody. But it was you, Captain. It was me. It was not the booze. Time, wrong place. So why are we off the sauce? I'm making a point to the intervention lynch mob. The cult of 12 steps. You're scrambling to remember those steps now, aren't you? Not that you ever intended to make the climb, but Lucky spouted them like it was his job. So, you read them. You studied them. You tried to understand him. You were hoping that they'd give you a basis, a vocabulary to start over with him. So, step number 1. Come on, you can do it. Think. Sounds like? Admit you are powerless over your addiction and that your life has become unmanageable. No more calls. We have a winner. Congratulations. And what do we have for our champion behind door number 2, Dolores? We have a spanking brand new grandchild.